Hi guys, hope you are well. Oh, first of all, to get this video done, it was crazy. Like, oh, it was I don't even want to kind of get into it. It was tough, but I'm here, I'm there. I'm happy that we've kind of at this point. I'm using my iPhone camera because yeah, it is what it is, and the way I am hoping that this iPhone will not fall, because the way I'm positioning it is ridiculous. Because things are broken in this process. Let's just say that. I am using my iPhone camera. I'm gonna try to keep looking at the camera, and not look at the screen. It's really hard to do that, but I'm gonna try. And this video is just all about kind of summarizing my year. Like, what have I been up to? I know I said I was gonna do more videos. I didn't. To be honest with you, life got busy. I just didn't have the time. Like, I'm being honest with you. And there was times where, honestly speaking, I didn't really want to. So, that being said, I do feel like I don't owe you guys anything, but I want to kind of show to you guys like how my year has been since I've done my video in January. And I want to do another follow-up video next year on like my goals and what I want to kind of fight to achieve in 2020, because like we're entering a new decade, and I just thought it'd be nice to kind of set up like smaller and bigger goals for the next 10 years. I'm actually doing something that I haven't done before, which I'm really excited to do. I've always wanted to go to a country in January and just like write down my goals for the year, and I have the privilege to be able to do that. You know, I know not many people can afford to go somewhere in January, so I'm happy that I was able to do so. So I'm gonna go somewhere in January. I'm gonna write down all my goals for the year and really just have a moment just to sit down and really figure out what is it that I want to fight for, and how am I gonna get this happening in my life, you know? So I'm gonna open the book that I used last time in the last video, and I was looking back at it a couple like weeks ago, and I was like, wow, like, you know, some of the things that I've wrote. There were some goals I wrote here that I didn't share with you guys because it was quite personal, and I wanted to kind of keep that to myself. But there were some goals that I did share with you guys that I wanted to do. So I remember I was speaking about maturity, and that has been like my big thing. Like, I really wanted to like deal with maturity, and I think most of the things that I said, like, it kind of happened, because like I had so much to do. There's so much that I do, and I had to be mature in the sense of knowing how to organize myself, my priorities, what's important, how I can delegate time, how I can say I can't do this. So that has been a learning curve for me, you know, really managing myself and organizing myself and having my priorities correct. That has helped me because I've been able to kind of organize myself in a much more better way. And although I feel as if I didn't do the most like how I could have done in other years, but I felt like the things I did was of quality, and it really bared fruit. So I'm happy that I took that concept this year. So spend less. The spending less part, it was a yes and a no, because like I did spend less, but I had things to pay. Because I went to, and it leads into my one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to travel more. I wanted to kind of go on holiday. I wanted to go on holiday on my own, and go to 5 countries in 1 year. It requires money, right? So, I mean, I had to force myself to spend less because I was investing a lot of my time and my money into traveling. So I literally, up until now, I literally have like, not a spreadsheet. I'm not like super crazy about it, but like I have like on my notes, I literally have like all my outgoings, like everything that I need to spend, that I spend on every month. Like, how much can I have? Well, how much can I put towards this? Like, I have to do that now because if I want to travel, I need money. So I've actually by force had to spend less and manage myself and my money a bit more better than before. Challenge myself. Wait, before I get to challenge myself, job. So I did mention that I got a new role last year, and was it last year? Yeah, I got yeah, it was 2018. Yeah, oh, sorry, I just thought I'd done this video in 2018. That's what I was thinking there, but I done it in January, so it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. So I got a new job in 2018, and it's an amazing place to be. I'm really happy that I'm there, but I have to be honest, it does require a lot of effort and time, and there is a lot of like exams and stuff I have to do in my role, and it's not easy. I can't lie. I can't lie. It has not been easy. I mean, there's been moments, and hopefully this can help people who are like starting up in like their like professional career, and they're having to go through maybe similar things that I'm going through right now. But I mean, it was really hard because I had so much exams, and especially if you're not really that knowledgeable in the field that the exams are on, it can hit you hard when you don't pass the first time. And that's what happened to me. Like, there was a point where it was just getting really bad. Like, I just was just like, what is wrong with me? Like, am I stupid? Like, there was a point where I was thinking to myself, like, am I that stupid? Like, everyone has had to do this, and I'm the only one who still can't do this yet. Like, I felt really stupid, but I learned through that process, like, to really persevere, to really keep on, to really revise more, have different tactics. Okay, this way of revising didn't work. Okay, let's try this. Ask for help. Like, these are the stuff that really helped me to get through these exams that I had, and I'm just so thankful. And I got exams next year, but I'm just more positive towards it compared to this year. And to be honest with you, I've never been that. I'm not the greatest when it comes to exams. I like coursework because I can always like edit myself and express myself in a better way. But exams have always had that hardship of trying to like have the process of elimination, like what is really the right answer. That's why I always done like arts qualifications prior, because you could have different interpretations, whereas other subjects there really isn't. So for me, kind of transitioning from the artsy world, or that having that artsy mentality, to kind of turning into that technical numerical kind of mentality has been difficult, I can't lie. But it has really helped me, and it has made me learn what is the best for me in terms of revision, in terms of reaching out for help, and hopefully the next year like it'll pay off. I also wrote here that I wanted to challenge myself. So that being said, I said I wanted to do like extracurricular stuff, and I did. I actually did. And now I can talk about what I did. I know, right? So I was like kind of in between two thoughts, because I was on LinkedIn, and one of my connections, they were part of this program called Patchwork, and it was like kind of to do with politics and getting to meet people of influence and kind of understanding like how did they get there, like what are the challenges they face, and also get an opportunity to ask challenging questions that you wouldn't normally be able to ask in like normal day situation. So I love politics. I did politics in uni. I hated politics in uni, but I love politics, I know. But I've always had that political passion inside of me, and I just kind of put it to the side for a lot of the years. I was always involved prior, like when I was younger, in like the council, and all these other things I was doing. I was in projects where I was able to go to Spain, like I went to Finland to do like these political projects. But when I just got older, I just kind of let that die out, and I just saw this as an opportunity to really ignite that passion that I once had for politics. And I applied. And I was scared because I was like, how am I going to do it? It's going to require a lot. It's going to require time to do this. And I'm going to be honest with you. I sacrificed a lot of my holidays so that I could do this, my half days, because I really thought this was important. And I didn't want to allow anything to tell me that I can't attend, you know? So I really pushed myself for that, and I was able to meet amazing people in different parties. I was able to see the perspective of the Green Party, of the Conservative Party, of the Labour Party, of the Liberal Democrat Party. I was able to kind of see their world, and I was also invited to 10 Downing Street, where I was able to meet the private secretary of the Prime Minister and ask like really personal questions, which was one of my highlights as well. And meeting a journalist from BBC, I don't know if you know her, Michelle Hussein, amazing. And then after all of this, we were able to graduate, which I actually did last week. I graduated in 11 Downing Street. And it was amazing because like these are the two places, 10, 11, 12, who cares, Downing Street itself, I never thought I'll be able to enter. And the fact that I'm working a full-time job, I've got other things to do in my life, other responsibilities. And the fact that I was able to kind of put that in, it showed that I can actually do something if I put my mind to it. So I'm quite happy that I was able to do the patchwork. And I'm going to put the link below in this video because, and by the way, it's not sponsored. Like, I'm not getting paid 1 penny for this. I'm just kind of the same way that it was given to me on LinkedIn. I'm trying to give you guys opportunity if you want to join. Like, if you're interested in politics, or maybe you're not interested in politics, but you want to know more about it, like, really apply. If you're between 18 to 30, it's fine. Either working, not working, university is fine. All different races and backgrounds is fine. The deadline's on the 18th of December, I believe. So I believe it's not next week, but the week after, or like Wednesday or something. But don't quote me on that. But it's the 18th of December. It's due. But yeah, like, honestly, apply if you're interested. So that was one of my highlights of this year. And I got my certificate somewhere like over there. So I spoke about the holidays, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, in the holidays, I mentioned that I wanted to go somewhere on my own, right? Not only did I go somewhere on my own once, I went somewhere on my own twice. So I can even tell you the places I've been to, so I can look at this video and remember. I went to France, which was Paris. I absolutely hated Paris. Probably the worst place I went out of anywhere I've been to so far. Like, horrible. They really have to deal with their social issues. There was a lot of things I saw that was just like, this is third world stuff. Like, but hey, like, that's neither here nor there. I went to Paris, and then I went to Greece on my own, which was amazing. I absolutely loved it. Went to Greece. And then I went to Belgium. I treated my sister for her 21st birthday. I took her to Belgium. So we went to Belgium. And then I went to Rome for my birthday treat, because I'm like that. I went to Rome for my birthday treat, and it was really lovely. I loved it. Then I went to Nigeria, which was like the last place of this year that I'm gonna go to, and that was an experience that I absolutely loved. Like, I really enjoyed going to Nigeria. But yeah, like, for me to say that I wanted to go to one place or two if I could in the previous video, and for me to be able to go to 5, like, that's crazy. Like, that's why, like, you never know what could happen. Like, don't ever limit yourself. Like, I never thought I'd go to 5 countries, but I did. I really wanted to go to Nigeria, but I just didn't think it would be possible. But it was possible, and I went. So, like, guys, don't limit yourself in terms of, like, traveling. Like, obviously, don't go if you're broke. Like, have some kind of money, but I mean, there is cheap flights, cheap holidays out there. Like, don't limit yourself. So I said maturity, spending less, my work, my job, my career, and challenging myself extracurricular. And also, I didn't mention this. I know. I didn't mention this, but I've actually been doing my driving for like over 2 years. My practical, and it's just been a killer for me. Like, it's just been a killer. Like, I had a horrible driving instructor. Like, honestly, I don't even care if he sees this video. I don't think he will, but he was so bad. Like I don't even want to tell you what I really think, but he was so bad. Like, he was just one of them, like, odd guys. let me just tell you this. If the driving instructor tells you that he does not like Nigerians and you're Nigerian, oh yeah, scatter, run. The guy's gonna come for your money. Let me just leave it like that, yeah? But anyway, I had this negative driving instructor who hated Nigerians, and I was dealing with him for 2 years. And then in May I did my practical, and I was like, this guy is so negative. Like Albert Einstein said, doing the same thing again and again, thinking that it's gonna like, you know, do something different is madness, is insanity. I said, I'm not doing this anymore. It was like my 4th practical test. Yes, guys, 4th practical test. And I said, you know what, this guy has to go. I let him go. And I found a different driving school, completely different driving school, completely different driving instructor, completely different test centre. And within 3 weeks of a fast course, I passed. So it just goes to show, guys, sometimes it isn't you, it's the driving instructor that is teaching you. And he wants your money and not want to teach you how to drive properly. But hey, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, like that was something that I really was happy about, like passing my practical driving. Like I got that pink driving license, yeah, and I done manual, by the way. I wanted to kind of be flexible to drive auto or manual car, so I'm happy that I did that. And also I wanted to kind of be, I am a Christian, as probably you should know by now, but I wanted to be closer to God. I really wanted to really be close to God, and I really loved the times that I did travel, because it really did bring me closer to God. Like, because it was moments where I had to really self-reflect on my life, and it was just me. There was nothing distracting me anywhere, and it was just me and God, and I was able to kind of like focus on that, and that was really refreshing, really nice, you know, just me and God, you know, and that's been really useful. That's pretty much it. Like, there's nothing else like crazy that I want to kind of go into in this video, but that was just my year, like, so far in a nutshell. I don't think I've like missed out on anything. If I did, then whoops, my bad. But hopefully this can help. Like, there was a time in this year where everything was going wrong. I can't lie, everything was going wrong. But you just have to keep going. You have to keep going and believing that, you know, it's gonna get better. And not comparing yourself to other people, and just believing in what you're doing. But hoping that it'll pay off, and in my case it did. So I mean, if you're in the situation where you're like struggling with your driving, or you're in a career that you don't want to get yourself into, or maybe you're trying to find a career, or maybe you want to travel but you don't know how to, you're afraid to travel on your own, like, don't be afraid in 2020, because like, you don't want to look back on anything and think like, oh my gosh, like, I missed out. And in this new decade, like, I was thinking about it, like, by the end of the next decade, I'm gonna be 33 years old. Like, this is a very important time of my life, and I want to make sure that I make the right decisions. I want to make sure that, you know, I get it right in whatever I do. So not being afraid, not holding back, just going for things is something that I really do want to do 2020 onwards. But that will be for the next video. If you like this video, I mean, comment tell me, if you got this far, then wow, you must be really a fan, because most people don't get this far. If you got this far, I want you to tell me in the comments section your experience of this year. Just one experience, something that you was able to do, or something that you realized about yourself, or something that you're planning to do in 2020. Like, either one of those three, like, pull it down in the comments so I can like read it as well, because I feel like I'm sharing a bit about my life. I want to at least know just a little bit about what's happening in your life as well. But yeah, that's it from me. Take care. Hope you guys have a great holidays. I know it's not holiday season yet, but it's getting closer to holiday season. So enjoy your holidays, enjoy Christmas, whatever you guys do to celebrate. And may this new year be full of blessings going towards your way. That's it for me. Amen to that. Bye, guys.